Hey, and welcome back to Carnivorr Goes for Gold, taking on Jonathan Gold's 101 Restaurants in 101 Days. I'm Kaitlin Orr, Carnivorr on Instagram, and I'm here to recap restaurants 12 through 14. So finishing up 14 days, 2 weeks of eating exclusively Jonathan Gold's recommendations, the best restaurants in LA. So restaurant 12, I went to Alma at the Standard Hotel in West Hollywood with my sister for brunch. And Chef Ari sent out a bunch of delicious stuff. We started with pastries, a caramel apple donut. It's like first day of fall, caramel apple is like one of those lollipops, you know, one of my favorite candies. So it had this nice like green glaze on top, just beautiful. Look at these pastries. And the dough was just perfect. I'm pretty picky about my donuts. It was great. And then this cinnamon roll that is only on Sundays at brunch. And this is a massive cinnamon roll, like the biggest cinnamon roll I've ever seen. Apparently, no one else had ever finished it before, and my sister and I were like, challenge accepted. So we just went to town, went all in. We finished not only the cinnamon roll, but also the donut, and then also our 2 entrees. And we were like, we got ice cream after, so whatever. You guys need to step up your game, because you can't leave that cinnamon roll behind. So yeah, the cinnamon roll was amazing. Cream cheese glaze dripping down. It's just like a monstrosity. Just huge cinnamon roll. So good. And it's pretty cool because Chef Ari does his pastries himself. Usually there's a separate pastry chef, but that's cool. So then for entrees, we got the eggplant hash, and I didn't used to like eggplant at all. Now I'm like really into it. So I guess your palate changes, which is cool. So we got the eggplant, and it had an egg on top and some sausage in there. It was a beautiful plate, just gorgeous hash with all this savory breakfast stuff in there. And then to balance it out with something sweet again, we got the pancake, which is a cast iron pancake. So it's this huge round disc, and it comes with cultured butter on top and this deep syrup. I think it was smoked syrup. It was just so good. We were pouring it all over it, getting all into it. So this pancake, I think, is like 9 grains, so it's super hearty, like a rich, deep flavor and color, completely different from any pancake you've probably had before. My dog, so cute. Yeah, so it's like, basically healthy, a wheaty pancake. Loved meeting Chef Ari. He was super fun. We did an Instagram Live if you saw it. He was explaining the menu and talking about his favorite dishes, and super nice guy, super good food. Go to Alma at the Standard. Then restaurant 13, I met a friend for lunch at Salt's Cure in Hollywood, and they're known for their pork chop. Jonathan Gold says it's the best pork chop in LA, so I was like, okay, we know what we're getting. Wrong, because we got there for lunch at 12, like one of the first tables there, they already sold out of the pork chop. Like, what? I was like, oh no, this is not good. We're going to be off track with the days and the eating, and I was panicked. I was like, I don't know what to order, but they were super nice. And when I told them about this project, they went and talked to the chef, and they gave me one of their dinner pork chops for lunch. So they let me eat the pork chop, which was amazing, so worth it. But their dinner one is like twice the size of their lunch one, so we could not finish it, but it was great because I had it for lunch and then I finished it for dinner as well. But this pork chop, oh my gosh, perfectly cooked, beautiful, just this huge piece of meat on this plate with this applesauce and brown butter, and just sitting there, this huge chunk of meat, the nice char-grilled marks on top, and just the right amount of fat wrapping around it, just perfectly cooked. You have a bite and it's juicy, but just a little bit fatty. Oh, like this pork chop. Look at it. It speaks for itself. It's gorgeous. Definitely, I can't imagine a better one in LA, but now I'm into pork, so there you go. And then we also had their pancakes, which are on their menu all the time. Like for lunch, for brunch, they're super well known at brunch. And even at dinner, they have their pancakes with duck confit on top, but we just got the plain pancakes, and I think they call them griddle cakes. And they come with molasses butter on top. That butter, oh my gosh, and these pancakes are nicely thin, perfectly cooked. They're kind of brown, and the edges are crispy, like just buttery crispy. I was like eating around the pancakes and smothering the molasses butter all over them. So good. And we started with the pretzel roll, which we dipped in whipped lardo. Everything was fantastic. And Jonathan said to save room for the grapefruit pie, so we did. We weren't hungry at all, but we still ate it. And he described it as kind of like a key lime pie. I thought it was a little bit sweeter. I wanted it to be a little bit more tart, but it was still a great pie, very unique. I hadn't seen a grapefruit pie before. So that one was, it's beautiful, that gorgeous orange grapefruity color, and the candied grapefruit peel on top was maybe my favorite part. That brought it all together for me. A really good pie. Yeah, so restaurant 14 was Lukshon. Last night I went with my friend Layla from Beach City Food here in Long Beach, and yeah, we went to Lukshon in Culver City for the 14th restaurant, and that's Chef Sang Yoon. He also has Father's Office, which I still haven't been to, but Lukshon is number 3 on Jonathan Gold's list, so we were so excited to go. And it's like you share all the plates, family style, so we ordered 5 plates between the 2 of us. It was plenty of food. We left pretty stuffed, but so satisfied. We got the Hawaiian butterfish, which it's like not at all what you'd expect from a fish dish. It's this gorgeous plate, and then the fish are like cubes of fish, and then there's also cubes of these something coconutty with greens on top. So that's really good with the fish and the coconut balancing that sweet and savory, delicious. And then we tried the lobster roll banh mi, which is something Jonathan recommended. So it's your pretty classic lobster roll, except it's also a banh mi. So it's got this buttery roll. Look at it. It's beautiful. Beautiful sandwich. Delicious buttery bread stuffed with lobster and then topped with all the banh mi carrots and banh mi toppings. So it's a nice Asian twist on the classic lobster roll. And then we got these Sichuan dumplings, which were pretty spicy. That gorgeous like red oil from the peppercorns, the chili oil in there, and the dumplings. There's pork inside there. Really good dumplings. Pretty spicy, but not too spicy. Just the right amount of heat. Next, we got the Chinese eggplant, again, on an eggplant kick, but this dish came highly recommended from our waiter. So the eggplant was cooked 2 ways. It doesn't even look like eggplant. On the bottom, you can kind of see, oh, it looks a little bit like an eggplant. And then on the top, it's like fried eggplant, like little eggplant fries, like shoestring eggplant fries. Delicious. And you mix it all together. There's like that white creamy sauce in there. I'm not quite sure what that was, but this dish was like spicier even than the dumplings. It had a really nice heat to it, but excellent. We were scraping the bowl on that one. And we finished with their heirloom black rice, which was topped with an egg. This like had some meat in there too, and the rice is black, like the name. And yeah, it kind of reminded me of like an Asian paella with the rice and the meat and the egg in there. Not as crispy, and you know that like Asian flavoring, giving it some differentiation there. But really good. Loved our meal there, and thought it was like an incredible deal, like very good prices for the quality of the food. So week 2 finished, on to week 3. Yeah, 14 restaurants down and 87 to go. So stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe. Please, like, don't be shy if you want to come eat with me. I need eating buddies, so please, seriously, let me know. Follow on Instagram, Carnivorr. Carnivorr goes for gold. I'll be doing more live videos at each restaurant. So thanks for watching.